Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Bienvenidos al partido de hoy.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Indonesia braced for their anthem. The peerless Didier Drogba, just a standout hero to so many.
One of Africa's finest and a huge reputation for being a big game player.
Big games, 9 goals in 9 cup finals during his time in London. By any measure,
Why, he's very much adored. I think the wide players will be very important here, Peter. A lot is going to be asked of them.
Yeah, they've got a fair bit of work to get through.
Yeah, because they're going to have to cover the flanks on their own. They need to push up and establish some menace, some control, press from the front and act like auxiliary wingers, if you will, while also doing a fair bit of defending. And what's more, they're often expected to be the main supply routes in the side.
And that gets things running. Incapuyi. Kimmich. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Incapié wins the duel this time. Now it's McTominay. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Girassi. That is ended up in no man's land. Good running, strong and purposeful. Looking to play him in. It's a promising position. Plays it and climbs up big! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! First blood drawn. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Indonesia are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Messi. Konate. And Fermin. And here's Alvarez. There will be a throw-in. Messi's cross. That's a lovely, neat pass. Aimed beyond the defence.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Yildiz. McTominay. Tries to play it through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
He gets big! That's a half-decent try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Gross.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Great vision. Hops for safety. Nemecha. Borussia Dortmund applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Chance! Defending of the desperate variety. Kimmich. Incapuyi. It's Kimmich. And Konate. Vermin. Pavlovic. Indonesia are behind here despite their domination of possession. That has been knocked clear.
Indonesia really are making good use of that right-hand side. The light is very much the colour green. Fermin clearly looking the key component.
Shape! Sticks it away! Offside.
Oh, his goal-scoring celebrations are going to be cut short. The flag was up for offside, even if the referee didn't spot it straight away.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. And it's McTominay. Yildiz. And it's hoisted clear. 30 minutes gone. Anton. In with the challenge. And here's Alvarez. Ryerson. To Gross. Can he get on the end of this? Adeyemi. That'll be a throw. Flings it. It's a mighty effort! No, not the best of headers. Messi. Can he get it through? Can he latch on to this? Anton is there and he can get that clear.
This is the time you need that pace. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Now this could be a chance. Distributed tidily. Nicely shaped cross. That's really well cleared. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. He's had a shot! It's in! And that is goal number 20. And that's it. That was always inevitable.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Indonesia grab the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Now it's Drogba. Now it's Alvarez. Nicely spread.
Habrá 2 minutos de
That is
descuento.
lovely. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Threads one in. That is a great pick out. And he's picked it up out wide. Nemecha. Oh, that's a fine interception. Pavlovic. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 10.
Borussia Dortmund get
El
the ball
dorsal
rolling for the
16.
second period.
El dorsal 7. Serán
Now it's
sustituidos
Guirassy.
por el
Adeyemi.
dorsal 8, el dorsal 17, el dorsal 20.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Indonesia different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Could move up a gear here. Adeyemi. And that pass just didn't quite work. And a chance! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! Into the lead once more. And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Indonesia have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Borussia Dortmund get themselves into the lead. He is through here. It's a good ball out wide. Ball swung in. Big header. He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Now it's Rafinha. Gets a good foot in there. Nicely weighted ball. Up he goes! And he's gone backward here. He's having a go! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
La asistencia a este partido.
Quarter of an hour into the second half.
26 espectadores.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Fired deep towards the back post. Rafinha. Incapuyi. More and more pressure on the ball here. And Rafinha. Incapuyi. Kimmich has created one goal already. Good ball, good take. The referee has given a corner.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Cleared away. Kimmich. Buchanan providing an outlet on that flank.
Indonesia really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Anton. Turns back here, probably the best option. Over to the left. Gets into some space. It's gone out for a throw-in. Borussia Dortmund making consecutive changes here.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Konate. And Nkapie. Nkapie goes on a charge down the left. 75 minutes played. Kimmich. Kimmich cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Rafinha tries to pass it through.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
The pass has gone astray. Kimmich knocks it into space, and he was alert to it. Indonesia are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
That's a shade optimistic.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
That is good alertness. Referee's given a throw. And that's another throw. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Plays a sharp little ball here, and he's picked it up out wide. Delivers with whip, and the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. 2 minutes to be added on. And that is as far as it goes. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And so we stand for the anthems. And we're underway. That has not gone well. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, the young Lenny Yoro will be key here, Peter, because he's going to be the one who triggers the team's attacking plays.
Chance! Goal! Manchester United! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Opts for safety. Yildiz. Yildiz proves just a little bit too strong. Pavlovic. And it's McTominay. Nelson Semedo, played out wide. Nice sequence of passes, this. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Yildiz. Spread neatly. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from...
Great chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Over to the left. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's fabulous. Semedo, he's got tall. Oh, should really have made more of that.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Mazraoui. Indonesia are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. And he skips past his man. Nicely weighted ball. There's no flag. Swings in across. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Thinks one through.
Indonesia really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Now it's Drogba. Yildiz. And it's Ribery. Goes looking wide. Yildiz. And it's Ribery. Lovely bit of skill. Bruno Fernandes did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Shaw, pressing high and with purpose. And De Ligt. Ugarte. Half an hour played now. Looking to play him in. And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Ribery. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Indonesia certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Pavlovic. And he's forced to go back. McTominay. McTominay, very much a man of this moment. Rafinha. And it's Semedo. Fired deep to... And a chance! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Bruno Fernandes. Played out to the left flank. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we are back underway.
Indonesia can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Well read, nice interception. De Ligt. Yoro. Mazraoui. De Ligt. Now, can they get him away?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And it's Semedo. Looking for the run. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Climbs up big! Didn't quite get enough on that.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Bruno Fernandes. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Yoro. That's an imaginative pass. Rafinha. He's got away. A lot of space ahead of him. Rafinha! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
De Ligt. Shaw.
La asistencia es
Bruno
de
Fernandes.
asciende a 97.559 espectadores.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Nelson Semedo. And it's Ribery. Ribery. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And Rafinha. Looking for options for movement. Semedo is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Mazraoui, played in by Mazraoui. Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Rafinha. And it's Semedo. Semedo puts his foot on the gas, and he's managed to get free. Nelson Semedo. Semedo's cross. That's a decent clearance. And he's in on goal. McTominay. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Knocks it out wide. Mazraoui. Sheshko. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Nicked it back promptly. Rafinha. Plays a sharp little ball here. Drives it in. Rafinha!
Indonesia really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
It's a promising position. Tries to pass it through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Not the most accurate pass. Played back in. Now it's Drogba. Now it's Rafinha. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Drogba. Indonesia are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Mazraoui is herring after that one. That's a nicely shaped ball. And it's Mazraoui. Manchester United are making a change now.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
El dorsal 10, el dorsal 2.
Can he get it through? And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, such a clever touch.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
That has ended up in no man's land. And time is up. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
It's just a bad day at the office, Peter. They look below par in all areas, and it has to be cause for genuine worry.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Que pueden disfrutar de la transmisión en directo de este partido en la emisora de radio oficial del equipo.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. The action has already started. Terrific header! That was superb goalkeeping.
Drogba clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
I've always been impressed with this boy, Kualifikasi. It never ceases to amaze me, Peter, how the Catalans always manage to unearth all of these gems, especially in an age where the demand is quite high on defenders. He's really the perfect package.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Now it's Ferran Torres. He won't be happy with that one. Pavlovic. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Played it again.
Well played and well cleared.
In again. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Indonesia really are making good use of that right-hand side. The light is very much the colour green. Nelson Semedo clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Out towards the flank. Casado. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Threads one in. Now it's Rashford. Rafinha gets a foot in here. McTominay, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Short changes him with that pass. That has not gone well. Barcelona looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose. If they keep the purpose...
Ferran Torres! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And a chance! Yamal with the short one. And here's Rashford. And the shot! Indonesia are looking to go forward now. And the pass is intercepted. 30 minutes gone. Rafinha. Played out towards the right wing. It's a promising position. Quick look, then real chance! Rafinha! Now that is commitment to the cause.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Martin tries to clear. And now they can spring out of defence. And that was nowhere near his best. Koundé. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Martin. Now Casado. Koundé. And here's Drogba. Vermin. Rafinha. Looking to play him in. It's a goal kick. Casado. Kubasi. Vermin. And it's Pedri. Casado. And Koundé. Yamal. Gets a good foot in there. Pavlovic. That's a good ball out wide.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And that's been well dealt with. And the first half is done. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. The midway point of the game.
Indonesia ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in this second half.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 7. El dorsal
Underway
19.
again.
Ribery.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
El dorsal 5. El dorsal 21.
Indonesia do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Pavlovic. Rafinha. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Gets into some space. Now the delivery. Well, there's the clearance. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Well, that pass isn't the best. Rashford. Pedri. Casado. Now it's Ferran Torres. Now it's Yamal. He is through. Yamal! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. Rafinha. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Rafinha. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
847 espectadores.
No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Oh, good spread.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Ferran Torres! Yildiz. And the counter is on. Indonesia perhaps contemplating their next change here. Rafinha. Out to the left it goes. Great work on the overlap. And it's hoisted clear.
Cambio de jugadores.
Indonesia have their second corner now. They've played it short. And the cutback. And it's Semedo. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Just the keeper to beat! And that has been clubbed away. Rafinha. And Konate. Pavlovic. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Rafinha. Pavlovic. No, he's just misjudged that one. It's gone for a throw-in. Surlot. Cross from Rafinha. He can get that clear. That's a throw. And it's Semedo. And he can clear it away.
Indonesia really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Rashford.
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a goal.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That'll be a throw-in. Barcelona are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. So, time for a potential game changer.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Koundé. Casado.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And it's Martin. Great vision.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Dani Olmo! Dani Olmo! And that was the final act of the game, a nearly game until the very end. And it finishes 0-0. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And so we stand for the anthems. And that gets things running. Just no time to dwell on the ball there. Pavlovic did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
There's no shortage of great fullbacks in the game today, but Robertson really is among the very best. Some true legends of the game have sung his praises, and I can't disagree. Pace, directness, distribution are all his outstanding qualities, and he does it time and time again.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Now it's Eze. Eze! Robertson. Robertson. Now it's Yildiz. Drogba. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Rafinha. Played back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
That's a great ball cross-field.
And he's forced to go back. Konate. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Not the most accurate pass. Indonesia still without a single shot on target. Oh, easy pickings there. Konate. Pavlovic. More and more pressure on the ball here. Robertson. Pavlovic. That's an imaginative pass. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Now it's Madueke. And it's Drogba. Rafinha. Rafinha will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And Konate. It'll be a throw-in.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Gabriel. And it's Timber. And Mosquera. Zubimendi. Calafiori. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. Did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. Zubimendi. And it's Eze. Tries to pass it through. Calafiori. That's a nicely shaped ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Robertson. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ødegaard. And it's Timber. Pavlovic. Five minutes till the break. Konate. Rafinha. That's a lovely, delicate pass. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Gabriel. That's Eze. Great vision. That looks a good ball through. Robertson. Could move up a gear here. No, he's not getting his way this time. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And it's Drogba. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. Here we go again. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Nelson Semedo. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Merino. Nicely aimed pass. He's on it, can he get away? Great chance! He has done it! The second half off to a spectacular start. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Indonesia can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as, you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
So we have the first goal.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Semedo has it in a wide position. It's a mighty effort! No, not the best of headers. Indonesia still this single goal behind. Now it's Madueke. Oh, that's fabulous. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's having a shot! Oh, he's been... And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's a loose ball. Rafinha. Your impression so far, Jim?
Indonesia are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Distributed tidily. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Up he goes! Another header, but again the same outcome.
Yeah, nothing overly wrong with the way the ball's been played in. They just need to make it count.
Subimendi. Indonesia do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Rafinha, played out wide. Hoisted in. Nice interception, well timed.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Ødegaard. Now it's Madueke. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. He's got away. Yildiz! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Rafinha. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he latch on to this? Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Indonesia really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And he's picked it up out wide, and he's managed to get free. Pavlovic did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Konate. Ribery. It's a pretty loose pass. 5 minutes left on the clock. Ødegaard. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. No way through, so back it comes. Hangs in a cross.
Indonesia really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Ødegaard. So just one extra minute for stoppages.
Cambio de jugadores en el Arsenal. El dorsal 20 será sustituido por el dorsal 7.
And that's that. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Turns back here, probably the best option. Rafinha. Played into space. Can he latch on to this? That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Now it's Rafinha. He's on it, can he get away? Fired deep towards the back post. And he gets rid in a hurry. Casado for Ferran Torres. It's a really well-measured ball. Konate. Now it's Rafinha. Rafinha will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Kubasi. Yamal is onto it in a flash. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Yamal, shot could be on, and he shoots! And here's Rashford. Rashford!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Indonesia, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Pavlovic. Ribery. Back towards the middle. Played out to the right. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Might want to be careful there.
He's looking wide. Rashford. Showing good feet. Rashford with the cross. Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona have taken the lead.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And he's forced to go back. Indonesia are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Well read, and the danger is averted. Fermin getting this one clear. Now it's Ferran Torres. Now it's Lopez. Fermin had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
He has found the way through. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Rashford. Martin. Eric. Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's found the way through. Alvarez! Goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And that really is so impressive. Ah, he's given it away. And a chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? He's found a way through. Delivers with wit. It's a mighty effort! Has another go! Pulisic running with the ball. Rafinha. Martin cuts out the pass. Rashford. And Kubasi. Koundé. And it's Pedri. And Fermin. Pedri. Yamal. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. That is ended up in no man's land. Rafinha. Oh, good spread. And no, that was never going to make it. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Reflections on the first half?
Indonesia will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. Fermin. Casado. And it's Rashford. And it's Lopez. Out to the right. Pulisic. Strong running down that left flank. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That's a throw. Eric Garcia. It's Pedri. Pinches it off him. Ribery. Martin gets over and intercepts. Pulisic. Ribery. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. That's really well cleared. He shifted it to the flank. Gets into some space. Crosses it in. And he's taking no chances there. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Pedri. Kubasi.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 96.628 espectadores.
And Fermin. Rashford providing an outlet on that flank. And a shot! Pulisic.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Ribery. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Kubasi. Martin. Pass somewhat off target. Ribéry. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
More and more pressure on the ball here. Now it's Yamal. He's shifting through the gears here. Look at the space here. Can he get on the end of this? Pulisic going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, super ball. And he's gone backward here. Goes for the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Martin clears it away. Ribéry crosses it in. Into the last quarter of an hour. Now this could be a chance. Konate. Spread out to the left. Pulisic in acres of space out wide. Pedri does well to get it back.
Indonesia really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Casado. Yamal. And he's picked out the run. And that could set him on his way. He has a look up. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
And it's been played through. Oh, this is a great... Goes for a shot! Yes, he's done it! Late in the day, this could well be it! The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Yeah, well, the opposition had plenty of warning here, Peter. Look at how quick they were going the other way. Exactly what you need when you're playing on the counter-attack.
Indonesia complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Tries to pass it through.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
He's having a shot! Deftly away.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. That has not gone well. And this is Lewandowski. And time is up. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having...